Personal finance management is a critical aspect of responsible money management. When finances are kept in order, it allows for a world of opportunities and meaningful purchases. However, debt can quickly get out of control if it is not managed correctly. Hello everyone, welcome to Wealthy Wisdom Channel. If you are new to this channel, do like and subscribe to the channel. This video will discuss mistakes to avoid in your debt-free journey 2022. I know many people think they know what these mistakes are, but they're often surprised at how many people make these same costly errors. So if you're ready, let's jump in and look at some of the most common ones. First and foremost, not having a plan. As you know, having a plan is key to any journey, big or small. Your debt-free voyage is no different. Not having a plan is one mistake people make that sets them back on their debt-free journey. A plan gives you a roadmap and something to follow to stay on track. Without a plan, it's easy to get sidetracked and become discouraged when you do not see results. A plan is worth its weight in gold and will save you time and heartache in the long run. So if you're serious about becoming debt-free in 2022, sit down and create a plan today. You'll be glad you did. Second, not prioritize your debts. It's tempting to focus on paying off the debts with the highest interest rates first, but this may seem not be the most effective strategy. Instead, you should prioritize your debts by ordering them from smallest to largest. This will help you stay motivated and focused as you work your way down the list. Not only that, but it can also save you money in the long run. By knocking out smaller debts first, you'll free up more monthly money for your more innermost debts. As a result, you'll pay less interest overall and be able to become debt-free faster. The third mistake to avoid in your debt-free journey 2022 is using debt consolidation loans. Debt consolidation loans are often quick and easy to get out of debt. And while they can be helpful in some situations, they can also be a major mistake that can set you back on your debt-free journey of 2022. Here are 3 mistakes to avoid if you're considering using a debt consolidation loan. Number 1. Not shopping around. There are a lot of different lenders out there offering debt consolidation loans, so it's essential to shop around and compare rates and terms before you decide on one. Otherwise, you could end up with a loan with a higher interest rate than your existing debts, making it more challenging to get out of debt. Number 2. Borrowing more than you can afford. It's important only to borrow what you can afford to repay. Otherwise, you could end up in even more debt. Make sure you calculate your monthly payments carefully before taking out a loan so you don't end up in over your head. Finally, consolidating high-interest debt. While consolidating multiple debts into one lower-interest loan may seem like a good idea, this can cost you more in the long run. This is because consolidation often lengthens the repayment period, which means you pay more interest over time. Fourth, using balance transfers indiscriminately. One of the biggest mistakes people make when paying off debt is using balance transfers indiscriminately. Balance transfers can be a helpful tool if used correctly, but they can also worsen your debt situation if you're not careful. When you transfer a balance, you move your debt from one credit card to another. This can be helpful if you find a card with a lower interest rate than your current card, but it's important to remember that balance transfers usually come with a fee. You'll also want to make sure you pay off the transferred balance before the interest period expires, or you could pay more interest than you would have on your original card. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you like this video. Fifth, only make the minimum payments. When trying to get out of debt, it's essential to avoid making any mistakes that could jeopardize your progress. One mistake that many people make is only making the minimum payments on their debts. This might seem like a good idea because it frees up some extra cash each month, but it's a terrible idea for several reasons. First, making only the minimum payment means you'll be paying off your debt for a very long time. The longer it takes to pay off your debt, the more interest you'll pay. Additionally, minimum payments often don't even cover the interest on the debt, so you'll end up owing more and more money each month. Finally, making only minimum payments can damage your credit score. making it harder to get loans in the future. For all these reasons, it's best to avoid making only minimum payments when trying to get out of debt. Instead, try making as many payments as you can afford each month so you can get out of debt as quickly as possible. The sixth mistake to avoid in your debt-free journey 2022 is using your credit cards to withdraw cash advances. While it may seem like a quick and easy way to get some extra money, cash advances have several drawbacks. For one, they typically have much higher interest rates than regular credit card purchases. This means that you'll pay more interest charges if you carry a balance on your card after taking out a cash advance. Additionally, cash advances often come with additional fees, so you'll want to be sure to factor those into your budget. Ultimately, using your credit cards to withdraw cash advances is a risky financial move that can cost you more in the long run. Seventh, forgetting about the importance of an emergency fund. An emergency fund is vital for covering unexpected expenses, such as a car repair or a medical bill. Without one, you may be forced to put unexpected expenses on a credit card, which can quickly derail your debt-free plans. Additionally, an emergency fund can help to reduce stress during tough financial times. Without an emergency fund, you may be forced to put your debt-free journey 2022 on hold to pay for unexpected expenses. So set aside money each month to build up your emergency fund. Lastly, fail to change your spending habits. If you're used to spending money without thinking about it, it will be hard to break that habit overnight. Instead, you need to take a more gradual approach. Start by evaluating your spending patterns and identifying areas where you can cut back. Maybe you can start cooking more meals at home instead of eating out or cutting back on unnecessary shopping trips. Whatever your specific goals may be, make sure you have a plan for how you will reach them. Otherwise, it will be easy to fall back into old habits and get right back where you started. If you're currently in debt, it is essential to know the mistakes to avoid so that you can get on track for a debt-free journey in 2022. These tips will help you stay motivated and organized as you work towards your goal. Good luck! Thank you for watching. I hope you have learned something from this video. If you like this video, give us a like, subscribe to this channel, and comment below. Thank you and goodbye.